Hello, I hope everyone is doing fantastic today. Welcome to my kitchen. September is the beginning of the fall season. That means the trees and the leaves are starting to change color. The leaves, as you can see right outside my window, has this combination of orange golden color. It's lovely here in the fall. In the Eastern culture, and in particular in Vietnam, the fall is the beginning of the harvest season. And they mark that new beginning with a festival called the Mid-Autumn Festival by celebrating with friends and family members and eating mooncake. The beginning of the fall means that mooncakes are now available at the store, which is great because I love the taste of mooncake. And there are a variety of them to choose from. The most popular one or the one with an egg yolk in the middle. My favorite ones are the ones with mixed nuts or anything that has durian flavor inside the fillings. If you have not done so, please check out a few of my rice paper roll video. I will put the link in the description below, so make sure you check that out. And please subscribe and hit the bell notification so that way you will be notified when I have a new video uploaded. In this video, I will show you how to make mooncake filled with mixed nuts. Along with the mixed nuts, I'm adding in a variety of dry fruits. You can use any combination of mixed nuts and fruit that you would like. And let's get started with the dough. To make the dough, combine all the liquid ingredients in the mixer, starting with the golden syrup. Add 3/4 of the golden syrup, followed by 6 tablespoons of peanut oil and 1 teaspoon of the lye water. Mix all the wet ingredients well by hand, or if you have a stand mixer like I do, go ahead and use that. Scrape the golden syrup that is stuck on the side down to the bowl. Then add 2½ cups of the sifted flour into the wet ingredients. I am using all-purpose flour. You can use cake flour if you have that available. You can also sift the flour separately into a bowl, then add that to the wet ingredients. Sifting the flour will make it lighter and easier to mix into other ingredients when forming the dough. Continue to mix until the dough is starting to form. Occasionally scrape the flour from the side of the bowl to make sure that all the ingredients are mixed evenly. Make sure to visit my website, ricepaperlady.com, to get the full description of the recipe and where to buy the ingredients. Once the dough has formed, remove it from the mixer. Knead the dough by hand to ensure all the ingredients are distributed evenly. Wrap the dough with plastic and store in the refrigerator for 2 to 4 hours. To start making the fillings, go ahead and roast the nuts that you are using. I am using macadamia nuts along with almond and peanuts. Once you have roasted the nuts, go ahead and crush it. You can use the board and a knife and chop it up. I am using a mini processor to crush the nuts. Next, chop up the dry fruits that you are using. Here I am chopping up the crystallized ginger. This can be purchased at an Asian supermarket or at Trader Joe's. This is papaya. I wanted to use winter melon, but I was not able to locate that. Find that at the Asian supermarket or at Trader Joe's. This is stripped
coconut. This is loaded with sugar, so I'm not adding sugar. And then tangerine. Tangerine can be purchased at Trader Joe as well. Here is the platter for our fillings. I've also added in sunflower seed, cranberries, pumpkin seed, and sesame seed. For full description of the recipe, please make sure to visit my website.
So let me go ahead and show you how to make the seasoning to add to the mixed nuts and fruits. So to make the liquid for the seasoning for the fillings, I am using Jack Daniel's. If you have brandy, go ahead and use that. And if you prefer alcohol-free, then use water, or coconut water would be good. So I'm using 1/3 cup of Jack Daniel, and the Jack Daniel I'm using is honey, Tennessee honey. And then 6 tablespoons of peanut oil. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 tablespoons of water. And then I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a dash of salt, and just mix this guy up. This is going to be our ingredients in here. And then just pour this over the mixed nuts. So, it smells really good. Delicious. Also in here is glutinous, the cooked rice flour that I made earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and get gloves on and mix it up with my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and form these guys into a ball. I'm using a 1/4 cup to measure the fillings. If you have a scale, go ahead and use that. So I just form that into a ball. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to stay together. So here's one, another one. I am using a 4x4 mooncake mold, so that's why I'm measuring it. About 1/4 cup of the filling should do the tricks. I want more fillings in the flour. So. If you have a scale, the measurement should be 2.6 ounce. I do have a scale, but for some reason I can't find it, so don't know where I put it from the last time. So with the mooncake dough, what I'm doing is I'm forming it into a ball and get that ready to put it together. So I'll just take a chunk. You can measure it if you have the measurement, if you have a kitchen scale. I believe it's 1.8 ounce. Okay, So cover the dough with plastic so that way it won't get all dry out, and then you can begin to assemble the mooncake. I'll show you how to do that. So this is how I assemble the mooncake. First, dust the flour again, then put that in the center. If you have a bacon rolling pin, use that. I don't have one, so this is what I'm using. So I want to roll it out as even as I can. Prefer in a round shape, but sometimes I don't get that. So as thinly as possible, and any excess dough I will just remove it, and we'll save it for the next one. So that looks pretty good. Flip it over. Had a couple, the nuts fell apart, so just fold that in. Remove any excess flour that you don't need. Okay, I'm gonna put this all the way in, press it, firmly press it down, each of the corner. Go ahead and get these guys in the oven. And before I do that, what I'm gonna do is just make sure they're, so I'm gonna lightly spray it with water to prevent it from cracking. I see one that's already been cracked right there. Just fix it. Okay. This, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 400 for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to take it out and brush it with an egg wash. So we'll see you back here in a little bit. So these guys have been in the oven for 5 minutes at 400. So I took it out and I let it rest for 15 or 20 minutes. Try to let that cool. And I can feel it that it's not sticky, it's not super hot. And what I have in here is just an egg yolk and water. So I'm just gonna brush these guys. Carefully brush, not ruin the design of the mooncake. We want this to have a golden color. So I'm gonna brush it carefully here. Put this down. Brush all four corners, not just the top only, but all four corners here. And this is going to go back in the oven at a reduced heat at 375 for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, remove the mooncake from the oven. The mooncake should have this beautiful golden color. Transfer it into a rack and let that cool for a period of 12 hours before serving them. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Happy Mid-Autumn Festival to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video, and I hope to see you back here at the next video.